bit of footage shot on my 72nd birthday. I start this 1.5 mile walk at the park every day with a little rope flow. And rope flow takes a little muscle memory before you can really start to play with it much, but right away you can get the most basic part of it, the flipping around of the rope. Then I stretch, and then I do deep squats, which I feel like do me a world of good. These little stretches are just preliminary for getting in a 1.5 mile walk. And I do this type of cross-legged squat. And this is basically a toe touch, but you can elaborate on it by pulling yourself down, which I like that little device. And that, of course, is our 7-year LOCUST, or 17-year LOCUST. Here's the park. Walk all the way around it for a good 1.5 mile walk. Here's palms out. I do 8 chins. And shoulder stretch. I used to have quite a bit of impingement in my shoulders until I started to, and here's a dead hang, which is also good for the shoulders, the spine, but mainly the wrists. It's wrist torture when you're first starting that, and I do about a minute. And I do a back out isometric. I'm trying to get this helps straighten you out. It helps your posture to have muscles back there, which I don't have. I've neglected those muscles my entire life. So I'm putting a few muscles back there so I find it easy to straighten up. And I dip this is for the lower part of the chest, really. Kind of tones it up a little bit. Another shoulder stretch. Like I say, I had a lot of pain at one time. Then I do another toe touch with put the strain on it. Now I do my chins with the palm in. I was looking at my form on this. You call that a chin up? But, you know, I get a good bicep workout out of it. 1 more minute worth of dead hang. As you can see, it's sped up by the little Benny Hill action in the background. And so those dead hangs are good. Now this is my evening workout. It's missing a couple of things that I do. I just wanted to show my tone here. I need to lose about 5 pounds. But I do some leg lifts. That's about the only big deal. Then I do this again for flattening the old chest up. Try to get rid of some of those man boobs by working on those pecs with those rings. Those were rings, the world's greatest exercise equipment. Then I do a 1-minute plank. And this has kind of cured me from sciatica, I think. Doing these bridges, 30 seconds worth of bridge. Light weights for a little bit of dumbbell exercise. Do that for about 10 reps. And then I have this little exercise bands with a pole where I do another back isometric. Pull that up to the bottom of my chest. And then these leg isos, this is good for like a side kick or whatever. I hold that out for 10-second count and do that back and forth for a good 40 seconds with each leg. And this is the floor movement, which I had a hard time talking myself that I was ever going to be able to do these. But once you start doing them, it really is good for you if you can get around the ground like that. And then this is also really good for you. Doing a crawl, and I go backward and forward down the hall. And then I have a pool plunger on a plunger with a pool noodle on it, and I do one final bit of exercise where I do balance. That's it. 72 years old. What do you think?